It's Friday, November 9th, 2018. I'm Paul Huckalak. This is Lisa Ruffiange. Welcome to TV7.ca News. My wardrobe today has been provided by the great people down at the Tip Top Tailors in the St. Albert Centre Mall. Today, we talk about a new emergency texting service for those with hearing and speech impairments, a way to turn your parking ticket into help for the less fortunate, and the upcoming Snowflake Festival. But first, this upcoming Sunday, let us all pause to take a moment to remember and honor the brave men and women who have served our country. St. Albert's Remembrance Day Parade will leave the Royal Canadian Legion at approximately 10:40 a.m., heading along the St. Anne Promenade to St. Anne Street, ending at the Cenotaph where the annual service will begin at 11 a.m. All St. Albert City Councillors are scheduled to attend the ceremony, with Mayor Kathy Heron laying the wreath on behalf of the city, and Councillor Wes Broadhead laying a wreath on behalf of the Edmonton Salutes Committee. Please note, until noon on Sunday, there will be some road closures in the downtown area, primarily along St. Anne Street, St. Thomas Street, and Tash Street for the event. And after the ceremony, at around noon, the Legion will be hosting an open house. In addition to the scheduled Remembrance Day events, Fountain Park Recreation Centre is reminding residents there are no classes or programs scheduled for statutory holidays. However, public swimming will still be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. In the meantime, between 1:45 p.m. and 3:15 p.m., there will be a veterans skate over at the Kinex Arena. The free event is for the whole family and includes hot chocolate and Timbits.
The City of St. Albert has officially launched a new service which will allow you to text with 911. The service will enable those with hearing or speech impairments to call 911 from their cell phones and communicate with the operator via text chat. To sign up to use the service, participants will need to first visit textwith911.ca and register their cell phone with their wireless provider. In an emergency, users would make a voice call to 911 as usual. However, the operator would then be alerted that the phone has been registered for the text service, which will immediately open a text session. The voice call, however, would remain open as well, so the operator can listen for background noises and cues, which may alert them to other potential issues. It is advised that the messages be brief and concise, with no slang or abbreviations which may be unclear. The city has worked with TELUS to get the necessary infrastructure in place and get staff trained on the new technology. The Canadian Association of the Deaf estimates that roughly 1% of the population is hearing or speech impaired. Using that estimate, the city expects some 650 residents will benefit from the new service.
And how would you like to pay off your parking ticket by helping out a less fortunate family this holiday season? St. Albert's annual Toys for Tickets campaign is kicking off once again. The campaign by Municipal Enforcement Services began in 2009, giving residents an opportunity to pay off parking tickets by donating a new toy. These will be passed along to the St. Albert Cadets Christmas Hamper campaign. Parking tickets issued between November 15th and November 30th can be waived with the donation of a new toy valued at $25 or more. Toys must be in their original packaging and must be for a child aged newborn to 16. The donation must take place within the early payment date range of the ticket, and a receipt must also be presented at the time of payment. Donations will be accepted at the St. Albert RCMP detachment until December 7th. Last year, city staff accepted 113 new toys, both in lieu of parking tickets and as donations from residents.
Light up the holidays with a traditional Christmas celebration on Friday, November 23rd at the 2018 Snowflake Festival. This annual event will take place from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. in the downtown Perrin district. The whole family can enjoy ice sculpture displays, take a ride in a horse-drawn wagon, mingle at the petting zoo, and take in other unique entertainment and displays in this winter wonderland. Santa and his elves will be waiting in Santa's village to greet children and spread some Christmas cheer.
Our Snowflake Festival is coming up on Friday, November 23rd. It's from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the beautiful Perron district downtown. We have everything from Santa and Mrs. Claus arriving, sleigh rides, lighting up the Christmas tree, lots of indoor and outdoor activities.
This is a free family-friendly event.
So we've got lots of businesses in the community that are supporting this festival so that we're able to bring it for free to the residents.
Check out the St. Albert Chamber of Commerce website for more information.
And on this week's Financial Focus, Crystal Lucier talks about the importance of setting goals.
I want money.
Today we're talking about why it's important to set financial goals. You need to make sure that you set goals so that you know what your targets are and where to meet them. It's also important to set an action list because without tasks, you're not going to reach your goals. It's important for you to know if you're losing money or making money, and if you're hitting those financial goals so that you can know what to adjust in your business to make those changes to reach the goals that you're aiming for. Your professional can better help you if they know what your end goal is. It's important for you to set those goals so that your subconscious and your mind are also speaking to your schedule. Unknowingly, you're propelling yourself towards where you think you want to be, and it'll help if you have tasks outlined as to how you're going to get there. You always want to be financially informed in your business. Make sure you have goals, make sure you know whether you're meeting them or not, and make sure that you're adjusting accordingly. This is Crystal Lucier with TV7.ca.
I want money.
Coming up, the city wants your help planning for the future. And the St. Albert Children's Theatre wonder what it would be like to live forever. All that and more after this short break.
The St. Albert Children's Theatre will be performing Tuck Everlasting at the Arden Theatre in a few weeks. TV7.ca has 2 tickets for the opening night. If you're interested, just leave us a comment on our Facebook page or private message us.
Every child deserves a clean, safe environment. Proudly servicing St. Albert families for over 18 years. Enchanted Forest Daycare.
Let's go. It's a party on my planet. All the girls here and you know we run it. And on the floor, drinks spilling from the ceiling. Let's lose control, get lost for a minute. Let's go.
This week's Business Spotlight is with personal, life, and business coach Karen Armstrong.
Hi, I'm Karen Armstrong from Karen Armstrong Coaching. I do both personal and business coaching, whether in person or online. Because a lot of people don't understand what a life coach is. They're like, what do you do? What's a life coach? Even when I get referrals, people say, go to her. She's amazing. She did this for so-and-so. And they'll be like, well, what does she do? And they're like, I don't know. Just go have coffee with her. Like, just go figure it out, right? She'll tell you. And I have a really hard time explaining it to people because I don't just life coach. It's all the other modalities that I took, and it's putting them all together. It's the neurolistical programming, cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness, and now hypnotherapy. So it's the mix of all of them that I apply with my coaching clients. Is when people are experiencing like unfavorable situations in life, they're stressed, they're anxious, they're depressed, etc. I take a very holistic approach where it's the mind, body, and spirit. So you kind of got to attack it from all ends. But the driving force is going to be the mind, because how you feel in life, a lot of people look to the external world to blame or to attribute what's going on, and they look to the external world to solve their problems. But really it's created within. So I show people how their thoughts are what actually create what they're feeling. And then what you feel impacts how you act, which then goes on to impact your life circumstance. When people come in, I just help them understand why they're experiencing what they're experiencing. That's it. Because a lot of what's going on in a person is complete common sense. It's just not common practice.
The City of St. Albert is encouraging residents and business owners to get involved in helping to create the city's new municipal development plan. Flourish, growing to 100K, is focused on building St. Albert's community vision. St. Albert will be hosting a city summit November 14th and 15th, designed to engage the community and to gather input, that will shape how the city grows to a population of 100,000 people. All ages are encouraged to participate. The City Summit will kick off November 14th at the Enjoy Center. Reception starts at 6 p.m. and will be followed by a series of speakers. Olympic gold medal curler and St. Albert resident Mark Kennedy will share his story and his hopes for St. Albert. Other speakers will include award-winning architect Vivian Manask, local entrepreneur Carter Buchanan, and community organizer Susan Crexey. Free childminding and activities designed for children ages 3 to 12 will be provided by Bricks for Kids. On November 15th, a workshop will be held at the St. Albert Curling Club. This workshop will include 2 identical sessions, one in the morning and another in the afternoon. Discussions will focus on opportunities and challenges facing the city as it grows to a population of 100,000. The evening will conclude with a public open house at the St. Albert Curling Club, where attendees will enjoy free pizza and review the initial input gathered at the workshop. The project team will also be on hand to discuss the municipal development plan and answer any questions. For more details on Flourish Growing to 100K, visit the City of St. Albert's website.
If you could live forever, would you? That's the question the St. Albert Children's Theatre sets out to answer in their production of Tuck, Everlasting. The musical, based on the best-selling novel by Natalie Babbitt, will be at the Arden Theatre starting November 22nd. Artistic director Janet Flower says the cast ranges in age from 10 to 34 and have been rehearsing around 24 hours a week for several months. TV7.ca spoke with a few of the young stars of the production.
The show's all about a girl named Winnie Foster who is craving some adventure in her life, so she goes out and she meets this family, and they're Tucks. And she finds out they're immortal, and that's where the phrase like Tuck Everlasting comes from. And her best friend now, Jessie Tuck, wants her to drink this water that makes her immortal, and she has to choose whether she wants to be immortal or she wants to stay and live the rest of her life.
And in 1808, I believe, yes, we drink from a spring, and the magic in the water makes us immortal. And then we fast forward about 85 years into the future, and I meet Winnie Foster. And at first I'm a little skeptical because the Tucks, they can't really show anybody their secret, but Winnie Foster and I get along pretty well because we both have a sense for adventure. Yeah, awesome. And it's kind of about our adventures together, and from Jesse's point of view, he really wants to spend as much time with Winnie as he can. Oh, awesome. It's a great program. I've been a part of it. This will be my 5th show, I think. And it's great. There's kids of all ages, like, not even kids. We have, I think the youngest person in the cast is 10. The oldest is 37. So it's just a wide range. Everyone's learning from each other, and it's just a great way to develop.
Tuck, Everlasting runs until December 2nd. Tickets are available through the Arden Theatre or Ticketmaster.
And St. Albert's very own Dinner Theatre is excited for its ongoing production of The Regifters. And we spoke to director Christina Estelore during rehearsal.
Yeah, St. Albert has a dinner theater. Most people don't know St. Albert has a dinner theater.
She explains what The Regifters is all about.
It's a Christmas play about basically the whole message of Christmas, just delivered in a comedic way with a very touching end, but we have some surprises at the end for everybody that are not in the script. So if they've seen it before in another, theater group, it won't be the same.
The show is a lighthearted look into the meaning of Christmas, which is sure to put anyone in the festive mood. Joanna Poplet explains what we can expect from the production.
Some laughing, most definitely laughing, and there are some oh my goodness moments, and they can expect to be definitely in the holiday season by the time the play is over.
The Regifters started last night and runs every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till the 24th of November. You can get tickets at the stalberttheatre.com website.
Please come out and see us. We have fantastic food that is catered by a gentleman from Morinville, but he's got a restaurant in Edmonton. It's a buffet. The acting, if I do say so myself, is pretty darn good. And I believe most people come and really feel like they've got their money's worth.
And finally, this week, a warrant has been issued for a man charged in connection with an incident outside St. Albert Centre Mall. 27-year-old Brian Hansen is facing several charges after a loss prevention employee with the Hudson's Bay Company was pepper sprayed outside the store on September 19th. The incident happened after the employee attempted to apprehend a man who was under surveillance. The suspect fled, but was later arrested by St. Albert RCMP near McKinney Avenue and St. Albert Trail. Hansen is facing 5 charges, including assault with a weapon, resisting a peace officer, and possession of counterfeit currency. He was scheduled to appear in court Monday, November 5th.
And that will once again do it for today. If you have any news tips or community events, please message us on Facebook or drop us an email at news@tv7.ca. For all of us at tv7.ca, I'm Paul Huckalak.
And I'm Lisa Rufiange. Thanks for watching.